The old bills among us would say that the soldier of today is mollycoddled. But while it's true that living conditions have improved, there's still no shortcut to training and physical fitness. In fact, the modern soldier is probably tougher than his pre-war counterpart. And whether you're a paratroop or a stores clerk, you've got to be a good all-rounder. These marksmen, for example, are men of the Royal Pioneer Corps from Didcot in Berkshire, and their keen eyes and steady hands were to stand them in good stead. Their outstanding marksmanship on this occasion was not on the rifle range, but in the N.A.A.F.I, and their target a dartboard. For this was a serious round-the-clock military operation to beat the record darts marathon made by an RAF unit in Cyprus in a time of 21 hours and 3/4. The Pioneer Corps set out to prove that a combination of army discipline, efficient coordination and endurance would enable an 8-man team of ordinary players to break the record. And this is how they slogged for hour after hour. The 8 men, all volunteers, were split into teams of 4, one resting while the other was throwing, at a rate of 1 dart a second. Meanwhile, a squad of 12 backroom boys repaired damaged darts, called scores, and generally gave moral support. The umpire, incidentally, was an RAF Sergeant. Apart from a few hands resembling pin cushions suffered by the men detailed to pull the darts out, the comptometer operators eventually began to feel the strain and finished with bandaged wrists. As the day wore on, a second worn-out dartboard made way for a third. The pace is grueling, but no one can say the team didn't get the best of medical attention, 1½ bottles of embrocation being used up in the process. After a mere 18 hours 55 minutes, the target of 1,000,001 was reached, and flushed with success, the team went on for a new 24 hours record. Finally, with 66,145 throws, they amassed a grand total of 1,222,427, which just goes to show that without going for bull, the army of today is certainly on target. From the heavy guns of that army dart team,